Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at how to rationalize the denominator of radical expression. Radical expression are defined in this form. That is what we refer to as radical expression. Now let us look at one example. You have 1 out of 2 square root of 3 minus the square root of 2. You are asked to rationalize. Sometimes students get panic when they hear a word simplify. It's the same as rationalize the denominator. Now, you look at the two terms down here. Now, the two terms here, they are not the same. Are we together? That means we need to look at our sign or the operation between the terms. That is a minus. Now, when you are rationalizing, always you multiply with the conjugate of the given expression. So we have 2 square root of 3 minus the square root of 2. So this changes to 2 square root of 3 plus square root of 2. What you do on top, you do it at the bottom. So you have 2 square root of 3 plus the square root of 2. Why am I doing this? So that I have a perfect square. Sometimes can be a perfect cube. Are we together? Now let us try to solve. Our focus is on the denominator. You don't need to worry about the numerator. Are we together? Now, this one multiplied by that one. I rewrite my numerator. Anything multiplied by 1 remains the same. So I will have 2 square root of 3 plus the square root of 2 close bracket out of 2 square root of 3 multiplied by 2 square root of 3. Probably multiply the coefficient. Coefficients, these are leading numbers. Now, so 2 multiplied by 4, multiplied by 2 gives me a 4. Now, I keep the root first. I do not want to confuse you. And then multiply what is inside the root. Now, 3 multiplied by 3. That gives me a 9. Are we together? But there's a rule that says when multiplying the same base, you add the index. That means the index of the 3 is 1. So I keep the 3 and then add 1 plus 1 gives me 2. Are we together? Now, I'm done with the first one. We move to the second one. This multiplied by that, we are distributing. So it's plus 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. I keep the root. Multiply what is inside. Now, look at the base here. What is inside the root? It's different. That means I multiply the base itself. So that is 3 multiplied by 2. I get what? 6. Okay? Now, we are moving to the next step. Minus multiplied by a positive, or negative multiplied by a positive gives me a negative. I keep the root. 2 multiplied by 3 gives me 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. Then 2 multiplied by 3 is 6 inside. Move to the next one. Negative multiplied by negative, I get a negative. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. I keep the root. Same base. There's 2 here, there is a 2 here. I add the index. That is 2 to the power of 2. Okay? Let's move. Now, I rewrite my numerator. 3 plus that out of. When you look at this one, or this expression down here, there are like terms in between them. What do? I rewrite this. So 4 square root of 3 squared to the power 2, I mean. And then these two will cancel out, minus square root of 2 squared. Now I want to show you how to clear out the root. Why I wrote the powers first. This one means 1 out of 2. This one means 1 out of 3. Then the list goes on. Now in this case I'm only having this one, that means it's equals to 1 out of 2. So this one I can write it in this form where I write 3 squared open brackets 1 out of 2. I take this one and then write it in an index form. Now the rule of exponential says when you are multiplying an index with another index, you just multiply the index. That means we are saying 2 out of 1 multiplied by 1 out of 2. Multiplication grade 5 says when you are multiplying fraction, you multiply straight. 2 multiplied by 2 by 1 is 2. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So this one is going to be, let me write it here. So I have 2 square root of 3 plus square root of 2. I don't tamper with my numerator but only the denominator. So then I will have 4 multiplied by 3 to the power 1 because I have removed this root. Then minus, the same apply to this one. This one we can rewrite it as 2 to the power 2 1 out of 2. Probably we will get 2 to the power 1. Then so I have removed that one, minus 2. Okay, I said my focus is on the denominator. We are not done. You still rewrite. You don't need to be lazy in rewriting. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. Minus 2. 12 minus 2 is 10. My final answer will look like this. 2 square root of 3 plus the square root of 2. I'm closing them so that they become 110 out of 10. Are we on the same class? Okay. So that is the final